Ninja Gaiden is back, and it's back with a vengeance. The latest entry, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, just dropped into our hands. And let me tell you, this game does not pull its punches. From the opening cutscene to the first enemy encounter, Ragebound makes one thing crystal clear. This is a Ninja Gaiden game, through and through. It's fast, it's bloody, it's punishing, and yes, it's going to make you rage. But does Ragebound actually live up to the legacy of Sigma, Black, and Razor's Edge? Or is it just another modern action game trying to cash in on nostalgia? Today, I'm breaking it all down. The gameplay, the difficulty, the comparison to the older titles, and whether this is the true return fans have been waiting for. Before we get into Ragebound itself, let's set the stage. Ninja Gaiden isn't just another hack-and-slash franchise. It's a legacy series that dates back to the NES days. Back then, it built its reputation on brutal difficulty and cinematic storytelling. Fast forward to the 2000s, and Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2 cemented themselves as some of the hardest, most rewarding action games ever made. Those games weren't just about combat, they were about mastery. You didn't button mash your way to victory. You studied enemies, learned patterns, you got punished for mistakes, and when you finally overcame a boss after 20 tries, you felt like a god. That's the legacy Ragebound has to live up to. So let's talk first impressions. From the moment you load into Ragebound, it hits you with atmosphere. Dark, moody environments, a soundtrack that's equal parts adrenaline and dread, and then bam, you're in combat before you even have time to breathe. The controls? Tight, sharp, every slash, every dodge, every parry feels deliberate. And here's the thing, it doesn't just feel like another modern action game. It feels like Ninja Gaiden. That high-speed, high-risk, high-reward gameplay loop is alive and well. But here's the kicker. The difficulty is brutal, like genuinely brutal. I died on the first mini-boss more times than I'd like to admit, and that's exactly what fans wanted. A game that doesn't hold your hand, but instead demands you to step up. Combat is where Ragebound truly shines. This isn't Souls-like slow and methodical combat. This is fast-paced, combo-heavy, reaction-focused fighting that requires precision. You've got your standard katana attacks, but Ragebound throws in new weapon styles that really shake things up. Dual blades for speed, heavy weapons for massive damage, ranged tool for crowd control. Switching between them mid-combat feels fluid, and mastering each one adds depth. Parrying is more important than ever. Mess up your timing, you're punished instantly. Nail the parry, you get that satisfying slow-motion counter that makes you feel like Ryu Hayabusa himself. What I love the most is how every encounter feels like a skill check. Even basic enemies will shred you if you get sloppy, and bosses, they're brutal tests of patience, reflexes, and pattern recognition. It's frustrating, but when you win, pure dopamine. Now let's talk difficulty, because this is the elephant in the room. Ragebound is hard, and I mean classic Ninja Gaiden hard. This isn't the type of game where you can just mash buttons and get by. You will die, a lot. But that's the point. The difficulty isn't there to frustrate you. It's there to force you to improve. It reminded me of Ninja Gaiden 2's infamous fights, the kind where enemies never gave you a break. Except here, it feels slightly more balanced, still brutal, still unforgiving, but less cheap. That being said, some players are going to hate this. If you're used to modern games holding your hand with endless checkpoints and tutorials, Ragebound is going to chew you up and spit you out. But for fans of the series, this is exactly what we wanted. What's interesting is how Ragebound fits into today's gaming landscape. Because let's be real, difficulty has become mainstream again. Thanks to From Software, games like Sekiro, Elden Ring, and Nioh have shown that players crave a challenge. Ragebound feels like Ninja Gaiden's taking its claim back in that space. It's faster than Souls-likes, more combo-focused than Nioh, and less stylish but more punishing than Devil May Cry. It sits in this unique spot where it's all about speed and precision. And honestly, that's what makes it stand out. In a sea of Souls-likes, Ragebound feels fresh, by going back to what made Ninja Gaiden iconic in the first place. So let's talk strengths and weaknesses. The strengths? Combat is razor sharp and insanely satisfying. The difficulty feels authentic, punishing but fair. The atmosphere and soundtrack set the perfect tone. The variety of the weapons kept the gameplay fresh. But there are some weaknesses as well, like Some checkpoints, like they feel too far apart, leading to frustration. Enemy AI can feel a little too aggressive at times, giving you zero breathing room. And honestly, it's not very beginner friendly. If you're new to Ninja Gaiden, Ragebound isn't going to ease you in, it's going to smash you in the face. So is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound the return we've been waiting for? For me, yes. It's not perfect, but it captures the spirit of what made this franchise legendary. It's fast, it's bloody, it's brutal, and it demands your respect. But more importantly, it shows that Ninja Gaiden has a place in modern gaming. In an era dominated by Souls-likes, Ragebound proves that this series can still carve out its own identity. One that's all about precision, speed, and mastery. And with Ninja Gaiden 4 now officially on the horizon, Ragebound feels like the perfect appetizer. It's a reminder of the series' roots, a test of skill, and a signal that Ninja Gaiden isn't done yet. If Ragebound is this good, imagine what Ninja Gaiden 4 could be if it builds on this foundation. So yes, Ragebound is brutal, Ragebound is frustrating, Ragebound will make you want to break your controller, but that's what makes it Ninja Gaiden. And if you're ready to suffer and to grow stronger because of it, then Ragebound is absolutely worth your time. Alright, that's my take on Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, but now I want to hear from you. Did you jump in? Did you manage to beat the first boss without dying 50 times? Or are you still stuck like I was? Drop your stories in the comments. I want to know how much Ragebound has made you rage. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming retrospective on the entire Ninja Gaiden series, leading into the hype for Ninja Gaiden 4. Thanks for watching Games Oracle, and remember, in Ragebound, pain is just part of the journey.